All right, so here we are. We're in the milk house slash weld shop. Now, judging by the title and the thumbnail, the whopping 10% that still get notified, some are going to be disgruntled and refuse to watch. Some are going to glaze right over it and think it's solely about welding without reading what it actually says. We're going to cover some questions and answers that I keep getting bombarded with that are important, and I'll go ahead and answer those today. The other thing is critical updates for my channel. Things are going to change here in 2025. I'm hoping they change for the better, but they're going to change from what we've normally been doing. And it's important to find out right now why versus asking the questions later and having no idea. All right. And third, and most importantly, is our skillet drop with our 3 skillets is going to happen after this video, because I want the video to circulate for a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and push the button on Etsy and drop it. Hopefully people have watched, and that way everybody gets a fair share and a fair chance to get in there and get the skillets. So let's kick this off with the questions and answers first. One main question I keep getting is, when am I going back to the builds? And here's my answer: I'm not. And if you've been following my channel for the past 2 years, I haven't. And the reason why I haven't is because after the little insurrection, or whatever you want to call it, on January 6, 2021, myself, including tens of thousands of others, woke up to losing 80% revenue overnight. We all hoped it would come back, made better videos, did them longer, did them better, did things people weren't doing. No matter the topic, still 80% loss. So at that point, a lot of people quit. I stuck with it for 18 months. During that 18 months, I changed it up, did different builds, did different locations, crazy things, started digging holes in the ground, doing everything I could, building, deer stands, tree forts, things like that. And guess what? It never came back. During that 18 months, it went down to 10%. And that's where it's currently at. Now at 10%, I can't pay my bills. And I think it was Joe Robinette, of all people, after his accident, put out a video and said, if you're not getting 100,000 views a week minimum, then you're not paying your bills. Those are facts, okay? 4 videos a month, 100,000 minimum, you're paying your bills, and that's it. So anybody claiming they're paying bills at 300 views a week and they're claiming that they're doing good, and the joke's on them. They're not doing good and they're not paying anything, and I doubt they're monetized. I had 2 choices. Go back to work at my old job and just quit like everybody else does. Just be a quitter and go, oh well, just wasn't in the cards for me. Or figure out how to make it work. So I sat down and said, what's my skill set? I'm a welder and a welding inspector. Okay, so I'll start a business doing forging, doing welding. Now I need to incorporate that stuff into what I enjoy doing. Bushcraft and survival. We're going to forge forks, spoons, frog gigs, strikers. What can I weld up? Frying pans or skillets. Several different kinds. So taking my talents and what I was trained to do in a vocational school, and now I can now combine that into what I enjoy doing. So between the both of them, I can pay bills. So I tried covering this before, but most didn't hear me or didn't listen. Unless YouTube, all of a sudden overnight, we wake up and we're like, all right, getting 400K views a week. I'm never going to go back to just doing builds because I lose my house and I lose everything. And I'm not the only one. There's several people, including a few that claim to have invented everything on YouTube. They can't pay bills on YouTube. And they have 20 different revenue streams coming in to pay their bills. So it's a common thing. Okay. Now, this will lead into the next part. Next question I get. I used to enjoy your channel, but now it's all become is an infomercial. Why is that? Okay, well, that leads into what I just said. You have businesses. You have to advertise those businesses or you don't sell your product. I'm a one-man show, so I have to push my own product or it won't be seen. The less people see it, the less it's circulated, the less people buy it. Make sense? This is all common sense stuff. And the reason why it's common sense is because every company in the world has billboards, has commercials, has a radio commercial. You sit in a movie theater for 20 minutes of commercials, and someone's going to respond with, well, that's the reason why I don't want commercials. Well, then I'm terribly sorry. But again, get YouTube to circulate, get YouTube to notify, get YouTube to give us the 400K views a week, or even 100K views a week, and I'll drop everything else and go back to do what I enjoy doing. And that's truth. Somebody working on YouTube, flip the switch back, and I'll drop everything I'm doing. But until then, I got to pay bills too. So I hope that clears up why we're doing what we're doing, because I have several different businesses, 2 real good businesses that I'm working on right now. One is right here, you're in the office, and the other one is Survival Mastery. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Next up, what is Survival Mastery and why do you keep pushing it? Well, it's a company that I'm involved in. First off, I'm a CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, and it's my job to market a product that I believe in. I've done this for several other individuals, whether they want to admit to it or not. I do it for several companies for myself. If I believe in something, I'm going to market and push the hell out of it. Why? Because I believe in it, and once you get it in your hands, you'll believe in it too. And that's how I feel, and that's exactly how I conduct my life. Now, Survival Mastery, for those that don't know yet, is an online platform that is geared towards individuals, groups, people, even children who want to learn something that pertains to the outdoors. Not just bushcraft and survival. That's the downside to this. People hear the name Survival Mastery and they think, oh, this is, survivalist. I don't want nothing to do with that. That's the name it's given, okay? But it pertains to anything outdoors. And in a year or 2, you're going to fully see that on the channel, because we've had time to actually put videos up that's going to cover anything from home gardening over here to building a complete bunker in your backyard over here, and all the prepping and bushcrafty things that go in between. Right now, everything starts out slow. We got, I think, 6 or 7 individuals on there. Mine will be up there at some point. EJ Snyder just dropped his second video. And we're trying to hit the ground running, but not at a pace that people can't catch up with. We found that if we just bombard it with 50 different videos on there, people aren't going to have any idea how to navigate this. So what we're currently doing is, once you go on that page, there's a questionnaire that you can fill out. And it will actually map a path for you of what videos you might be interested in, depending on what answers you put on there. And as it grows, more and more videos will be recommended to you. And that's the best part. Right now, we're offering a 20% discount for the holiday season. And it's anywhere from 20 to 50%, depending on if you're by yourself or in a group. And I believe with the extra 5% is 25%. So between 25 and 50% discount. And all you got to do is go to the website and a pop-up within seconds. Do you want to save? You click yes. And it will give you a plan. Once you actually look at it, for the cost of a whopping 2 Starbucks coffees a month, you can have a year's subscription. Okay? And these videos are being dropped. At some point, they were dropped weekly. And I believe they're being dropped monthly right now. And once you have them, it's not just I watch a video. It's broken down into 2-minute sessions, 3-minute sessions, 5-minute sessions. Some have downloadable PDF files that you can download and follow along, take notes, and actually go out there and practice this. At some point, we're going to have online training where you can actually take a test and get a certification in whatever you want to be certified in. I don't mean things like certified how to put up a tent. Legit things like there's online CPR class that you can take. Along with that, we're going to have a series of trainings available several times throughout the year, or gatherings or meetups that you can come to, and even further your training. So the misconception is this just YouTube? No, it's not another YouTube, because YouTube doesn't offer all this stuff. And YouTube doesn't grow. It's just a bunch of people throwing videos up there hoping you watch. This is a group of people who want to watch. And we want to market and cater to you, the individual. What do you want to watch? Not what we think you want to watch like YouTube does. So once you make your plan, your map, we want to show you the videos that you want to watch. And so in a nutshell, that's what Survival Mastery is. And we've only been open about 2.5 months now. And it's been phenomenal growth. I can't even believe what's even happening right now. And you go to search, you type in survive, and it's right there, boom, top of the list. So it's something to think about. Once again, we're offering 25 to 50% discount. If you need to have a code, Xmas 2024, try that and it should work. If you missed that pop-up, Xmas 2024. But I hope that clears that up of what it actually is. The main question I always get, the main one is, why did I leave the Pathfinder School? Why did you leave SRO? You had a good thing going. Why'd you leave? We demand to know. We have a right to know. Real quick, no one has a right to know or can demand anything of anyone. That's their personal business. I mean, that's just facts. Sorry. But I'll answer it. And I waited almost 2 years now to answer this because I wanted to try and do it tastefully. Let's say you're an outsider looking in, okay? And somebody asks the question, why did you leave? I'm going to respond with a question. But let's go back to what I just said. As an outsider looking in, okay? As an outsider looking in, asking that question, why'd you leave? Does it ever dawn on you, why does 97% of the people leave every 3 to 4 years? That's the real question. But we're not asking that question. That question wasn't asked to me. The question that was asked to me is, why did I leave? Okay. So I'll answer that question. But I want you to take a step back, because there's always a bigger picture. Okay. This screen, you're seeing me right here with the weld machine and a skillet over here. But you're not seeing the boxes that are packed up over here, or the fishing poles are in that corner over there. So let's take a step back. Okay. Why did I leave? I left because I wanted to do my own thing. And it's a conflict of interest. Okay. And I can't do what I'm currently doing being over there, despite what anyone wants to think. Or say, well, they would let you. No, they wouldn't. It's the same as working for Ford, but you're like, I'm going to secretly sell for Chevy. You get caught, one of the two or both are going to fire you, right? Because you're obligated to build that brand. You're obligated to push that brand. You're obligated to wear that shirt that says Toyota or Ford. You're obligated to do those things, right? And give that sales pitch and push that company and get those sales, get that commission. Well, these companies in the bushcraft world are exactly the same. You're expected to do these certain things. So if you do other things, it's frowned upon. Now, in doing these certain things, you're only going to go as far as they're going to let you go. And once you do this, it's called a plateau. And once you're doing the plateau for a year or 2 or 3, you continue to see that plateau. And unless something changes, that's how it's going to be. And any business in business, world USA is that way. So I wanted to do my own thing, create my own brand, do my stuff, do my skillets, see what I'm capable of, get out there, push, promote, create something else like Survival Mastery, like we just talked about. I wanted to get out there, get my feet wet, and do my own thing. And I couldn't do that there. And why would I want to make my skillets and then sell through a different company and get a fraction of the money that I could be getting all to myself? It doesn't make sense, and nobody would do that. So financially, like I said, when YouTube cut me, I had to sit back and look at it and say to myself, do I want to work here for, $22,000 a year after taxes and not pay my bills, or just barely pay my bills? Or do I want to go all in and at least know that I tried and failed, or tried and make it? But my point is, at least know that I tried. So I dove in head first, and that's why I left. In a nutshell, that's why. Because I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted to see how far I could go. I wanted to get involved in other companies like Survival Mastery. I wanted to promote other brands. I wanted to wear different clothes. I wanted to, be my own person and do and say and go where I wanted, and have friends that weren't their friends. And, if this company that they don't like, I might like that company. And I wanted to have freedom to move about and see the world, explore, find out what works for me, be my own person, and build my own brand. So hopefully that's tasteful enough. It's not meant to make anyone look bad. It's my personal choice, and I chose to leave to further my business and businesses and see what I am personally capable of in this world. with that said, let's go back to the very beginning of this conversation, of this question, and take that step back. And now you can ask yourself that same question. The future of my channel, the vehicle's getting fixed up. I want to say late January-ish, somewhere in February, I'm looking to try and get bumpers put on. It's a money thing. It's, like I said, I don't have money. I'm paying my bills, and I got to save for everything just like you do. I'm not going to weld bumpers, and I've covered all that too. I don't want to go through all that because I have to send it back out to get powder coated and send it over here to get textured and all this, and I don't want to go through all that. I want a one-stop shop that does it all. Here you go, put it in, roll it in, get it back the next day, it's done. So I got a few places I've lined up an actual appointment with them. I got 2 of them in Columbus and 1 in Cincinnati, and we're going to take it over there. They're going to look at it. They're going to give me different options, and I'll make a judgment and then get it done. Once we have that, the future of my channel is being mobile. I want to go. I want to do collab videos. I want to go out and explore different places. I want to go fishing. I want to hit creeks and lakes and ponds. I want to go, on the backcountry roads where nobody's at. Sit out there for 2 days and just fish. I want monster catfish. I want to take the channel to a different level. Again, things people are not doing. And that's what I want to do. I don't want to just keep doing the same stuff I've been doing. One, it's not working no more. The new thing is copying the videos. I just saw one the other day, and it actually combined 2 of my videos. One where I put wood behind the fire to make a windscreen and ran 2 poles across it and built a bed so the heat would go underneath. And the other one was a flipped tree. The guy combined 2 of those and got 25 million views in a week. And I was like, so that's the new thing now, and that's been ongoing. It's not just me. TA Outdoors got hit 4 or 5 times, and it just is what it is. So it's time to do something that they can't do because they're not bushcrafters. People can copy all day, but they can't go out and actually do the real thing. So with that, I want to do, again, I'll start something again that people are not doing. So look for that end of February, beginning of March, somewhere in there. Once we get bumpers and a rack put on that thing, we can take it out. We're going to be mobile. We're going to be on the road, just going different places, doing different things, meeting people, getting into adventures, and, having a good time. So look for that. Now for another critical update. This involves my skillets. I mentioned about 2 weeks ago that we're going to get rid of the pipe nub or frontier skillet and the cowboy skillet. I said sometime in the future we're going to, basically disband these and do away with them, and that's going to be in exactly 2 weeks. Why 2 weeks? Well, it's because 2 weeks we're going to introduce something else into the mix. Now, I'm not saying I won't bring this back at some time. I plan on doing so. But if you want either one of these on today's drop and next week's drop, you might want to go ahead and get them now. We're going to keep the all-time most popular, the folding skillet. Everybody loves this one right here. My favorite is the cowboy skillet, but this one right here is the most popular. Got that folding handle right there. And it's a space saver. Toss into a butt pack, haversack, or small backpack. Boom, one and done. So this one's going to always be in there. But the pipe nub frontier and the cowboy skillet are going to be gone in 2 weeks. So get them now. Along with that, we have our Corporals Corner skillet bag from Campcraft Outdoors. He's currently making these. I believe he has in stock 100 a week. So they're already sitting there. You can see the size of this. Here's a 6x12 grill. And there's room left over. So all 3 of those skillets fit inside here. You can get a full-size grill in there as well. And they're directly on his website. That link is in my video description box. Now, with all that said, we're dropping the skillets right now because it's the end of the video. So the Etsy store is open. 100 skillets are in there right now. And as I mentioned, if you want the cowboy skillet or you want doubles or triples, if you want them, get them now because they're going to be gone in 2 weeks. And the links for Campcraft and my Etsy store are found in my video description box. Get her done. other than that, I got work to do. So I hope we got some questions answered. Those are the ones that people ask me the most. So I hope I did my best to, answer those. Along with that, you got critical updates. You know what my channel goals are, where we're headed, what we want to do, what we want to accomplish. We want to hit the road. Simple as that. And lastly, once again, the Etsy store is open. We got 100 skillets. Get in my video description box and get her done. With that, all the gear in my videos can be found in 2 places. 1, my Amazon affiliate page, and 2, my Etsy store. Both links are found inside my video description box. Now please do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. As always, thank you for your comments, views, and support. Thanks for watching. Get out in the field, have some fun. I'm going to catch you next time.